English short stories. Facing the depths. Elena stood on the edge of the golden beach, watching her friends splash effortlessly in the azure waves. Their laughter echoed over the sound of the crashing water, a sound she longed to join but couldn't. She wrapped her arms tightly around herself, feeling the familiar prickle of envy. She wishes she had learned how to swim when she was a child, a time when the water seemed like a playground rather than a threat. In reality, Elena had never learned to swim, and over the years, that simple lack of knowledge had transformed into a deep, paralyzing fear of the water. While other children were diving into pools and playing Marco Polo, she had always stayed on the sidelines, making up excuses about forgotten swimsuits or sudden headaches. Now, as an adult, the mere sight of a deep pool or a choppy sea made her heart race and her palms sweat. The turning point had come earlier that summer when her friends planned this beach weekend. Elena had promised herself she would finally face her phobia, but standing before the vast, unpredictable ocean, her courage began to wither. The water looked beautiful but incredibly dominant, a liquid wall separating her from the people she cared about. She felt trapped in her own mind, anchored to the dry sand by a chain of old anxieties. Taking a deep, steadying breath, Elena took a tentative step forward until the cool foam gently lapped at her ankles. It was a tiny victory, but as she looked out at her friends waving her over, she felt a flicker of determination. She knew breaking a lifelong fear wouldn't happen overnight, but as she stood there with the water touching her skin, she resolved that this summer would be the start of her journey toward finally learning to float.